Well, I wasn't too far off then. Slayer was saying that that may just be me, but
This
compared
must
to
be
the
a
great
morning
pixel
routine
art
with
of the
him.
first game, this does not look too pleasant, at least by today's standards.
No.
Yeah, the first generation of 3D games didn't exactly age well, no matter what system.
Exactly. Yeah, we were watching a Angry Video Game Nerd episode where he's talking about Majora's Mask, and he said something pretty similar that the early 3Ds just they're dated. They don't necessarily look so great, but you look at sometimes the pixel art of the earlier 90s, and it comes off looking pretty decent. And yeah, some of the VGA art was actually pretty nice.
Hi there, Abbe Arnaud.
What the hell?
Is he gonna walk over there?
Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Miss Nakamura, good morning.
How's the view today?
Fine.
16-bit pixel art on SNES
I saw
and
two
Genesis
hawks this
still
morning.
looks good today.
You haven't seen any more
Agreed.
dead
Exactly.
bodies, have you?
No. No, of course not.
Oh. I suppose that's a good thing.
Yes. Excuse me.
Well, that's what I always do. Excuse me.
I don't have anything to say to him right now.
Okay, so that the important thing was to talk to Abbe and figure out that he's still up there looking around. Or you can actually see the pictures now.
I bought it at the museum. It's Poussin's Les Bergères d'Arcadie.
Is there anything about the well, why would we see anything significant in these?
St. Anthony and St. Paul by David Tenier.
Got some books. It's like a little crucifix. Now we got a skull there.
Mm-hmm. Is this the only place we could see this? Is to get on the tower?
No, it's just you zoom in. So
That's an interesting structure. It almost looks like a, I don't know what the heck it looks like.
A Celtic symbol. A piece of cute cauliflower. I was just trying to think of all the Girl Scout cookies. So how are things going for you, Perfilin? How's life? Did you end up getting your new job? I know AC's trying to find a job too. Any luck with that? And Slayer, how was this weekend's play?
That's Lady
How did
Howard and the
everything go?
stealth bike.
oh, that's a game.
That
of
moped
pixels.
has 2 sets of binoculars.
Oh, so we're going to acquire. Boy, we're thieves.
They
aren't
hardly
we?
need 2 pairs of binoculars. I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
Why wouldn't they? There's 2 people riding the bike. Okay, well, we took the binoculars. Now can we go to Poisson's tomb? Is that what we're headed for? L'Hermitage.
Okay.
L'Hermitage is down that path. The exact center of the circle is right around here somewhere.
Oh, okay. Is that one picture where they're standing there with the...
This
Is that-
device might help me locate the exact center of the circle.
Okay. So I was thinking in that one picture, that's the picture we were seeing. Hey, Cinemasker, hello.
Hello.
Good welcome. Happy Sunday.
Okay, she goes in there.
She doesn't care. She goes inside the tomb. Or inside the
There's
caves.
something taped to the wall. Where did the bloodline of the pharaohs go? Look to he who is legendary for his wisdom to find the answer. How bizarre. I mean, who would leave such a thing? And why?
Somebody's leading you on a wild goose
It's
chase.
just one little room. Doesn't go
How's
anywhere.
everything going for you, Cinemasker?
That's me, the trusty sidekick. It's just one little room.
Okay, so we just needed that little note. Is there? We can't go anywhere else inside the cave? Say she marks something with her foot.
I'm pretty sure that's the exact center of the circle.
Okay, it's the center of the circle on the Sydney.
Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the exact center of the circle.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're going
I
to
should go get
dig
the shovel.
ourselves.
It doesn't look too promising, but I guess I have to try.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
her dig fast.
Some of this kind of reminds me of King's Quest 8 graphics too. It's just
All
the
these
attempts.
wonderful people here today. Yeah,
This is
you guys.
ridiculous.
You
I
guys are
can't dig
amazing.
that far
Thank
on my
you.
own. Besides, I doubt the treasure is going to be that easy to find. I still have the rest of Les Serpents Rouges to decipher.
Did we get anything from it?
That's the center of the circle, all right, but I don't think finding the treasure is going to be as easy as digging a hole there. That's the center of the circle, all right. More digging won't do any good. I'd need a backhoe at least, and that's if I were sure the treasure was here.
So all these wonderful people here today, with the exception of AC White Raven, who says he's not a wonderful person. Y'all wonderful. Yes, I just noticed now that
Hermitage, Place
classic
of the
Mike
Hermit.
Cade is
Saint
in
Anthony
fact
was a
the one
hermit.
and only Mike Cade
Saint
classic.
Anthony was a hermit.
L'Hermitage, Place of the Hermit. Saint Anthony was a hermit. Those pillars look vaguely familiar.
Is that in the photo that you're holding? Yeah, see the pillars on the side?
I should see if Sydney can do anything with it.
Oh, okay, let's put it into Sydney.
I should see if Sydney can do
And
anything
that
with
one
it.
as well.
I bought it at the museum. It's Poussin's Les
Used
Bergers
to
de
like
l'Acadie.
first. Yeah. For me, I
Saint
still
Anthony
just
and
call him
Saint
Mike.
Paul
It's
by
hard
David
for me
Tenney.
just to call him classic
To scan
Mike
that-
Cade, but it is classic. Fingerprints?
The rock
Imagine it'd be
formation.
too many to
It's just
even-
like the one in the 10 Years painting. 10 Years was painting the center of the circle.
Okay, so that's important. I know just when the at part used to hit me, now it's C for classic. Yep,
In the
Cinemaster just
10-year
need to make it
painting, St.
snappier.
Paul
But
is
Mike
pointing
Cade,
northeast towards Mount
hey you, we'll all work in calling for
In the
Mike.
10-year painting, St. Paul is pointing northeast towards Mount
Yeah,
Cardinal.
damn right, AC White Raven. You damn right. Who says I'm wonderful? I'm wunderbar. AC White Raven blushes. Say c'est moi.
In the Tenier painting, St. Paul is pointing northeast, towards Mount Cardew.
Oh.
Those pillars are in the Tenier painting.
See, I thought that looked familiar, so that's
St.
why.
Anthony and St. Paul by David Tenier.
Hey. Ein Moment. Bitte schön. Causing problems. Getting into things. No. Why would you just kneed me in the neck? And she's like, no. The cat can speak. That's exactly what she would have just said. Piss off. So, 90% chance. Oh, another one who's getting a chance of rain. Looks like it outside. We're getting some wind. I don't know if we're going to get rain, but we might get some wind.
There are 2 Tenier postcards.
I think...
that makes sense, since no one knows which St.
All right.
Anthony Saunier was interested in.
All right, Winkers.
Maybe I should take them both.
People said hello.
Maybe I should take them both.
So there's something we forgot.
Yeah, there's actually 3 postcards we needed.
I asked you if there was...
Well, I kept trying to click, and then she seemed to be done.
But maybe you had to find the relationship between the Tenier painting.
I should see if Sydney can do anything with it. Oh, it's David Tenier's The Temptation of St. Anthony.
All right, time to go to Sydney.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
I picked up both of Tenier's postcards. Maybe Sydney can help me figure out which one is relevant.
Okay. Hint.
I already bought the 3 postcards I need.
Okay.
And that would have helped too, because then we would know we only can do 3 postcards. I think it was interesting foreshadowing that Gabriel Knight says, "Ooh, Grace could do a lot of damage here," and like, you know, that, and told us that it will be Grace who would be buying these postcards or messing with the postcards. In our bed, Gabriel Knight. It was a rough night for him. I like one thing, Slayer, if you're still there, I like the interaction between this computer database and the characters. I think they did a really good job with that.
It was definitely interesting work.
Versus taking and splicing a cassette recording on, like, Gabriel Knight 2, where, you know...
Yeah. I don't know. Slayer, have you ever played Gabriel Knight 2?
I don't think... I think I've asked him, and I don't think he has. Yesterday... No, hold on. King's Quest... Slayer, answer that one, if you are. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Yesterday during my stepson's birthday dinner, my father-in-law busted out the rare cutlery that he bought when he lived in Germany, and I would have loved to show it to Slayer and get his thoughts on them. I'm sure it's some cool.
Was it ornate or anything interesting, like something fancy, or
Kind of like what you see on the sides of the buildings in Germany.
I guess it depends on how
The
rare.
shrunks are really cool too. Those shrunks often have decor on them, carved wood and stuff. I always wanted another. I had a shrunk when I was there, and I always wanted to get another one. A real quality Black Forest shrunk.
Okay, so
For you who don't know, shrunk is like a wardrobe or actually like
Okay, yeah.
entertainment center is what we
Hermitage.
used ours for. And ours had a drop down. Ours is mine. My ex-husband's had a drop down area for like the beverages. So for like a bar, like a built-in bar.
yeah.
So you scanned those postcards in?
Yeah.
Did they give any kind of suggestion or analyzing it or anything?
It found something. This must be the one Saunier copied from the Louvre.
There's a geometric shape. Diagonal junctions with the edge.
That's the map geometry, all right. The tilted square and the meridian. I already have those on the map. So this painting is related to the mystery. Maybe the artist put more clues in here.
So just keep analyzing.
Yeah, the books.
Oh, okay. I love the little modem sound.
It's the instructions for the building of the Temple of Solomon.
Ah. Well, my father-in-law is huge with hunting and fishing, so the handles for the forks and knives were made of wood and detailed beautifully, and the knives had hand carvings and paintings on them. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, that's nice.
How cool is that?
So it's not like it's stainless steel. Then Solomon began to build the house of the Lord at Jerusalem at Mount Moriah, where the Lord appeared unto David, his father, in the place that David had prepared in the threshing floor of Almon the
Jebusite.
And then he began to build in the second day of the second month in the 4th year of his reign. Now these are the things wherein Solomon was instructed for the buildings of the house of God. The length of the cubits after the first measure is 3 cubits, and the breadth of 20 cubits. Second Chronicles 3.
What's a cubit?
Right.
Right. Any other?
Yeah, I showed you at least that little
Yeah.
bit from Family Guy. Where
I'll need to take pictures of them next time and post them. I was even thinking about it. Yeah, you should have. That would have been cool to see. There's hidden geometry in that one.
graphic view geometry.
Oh, there's a star.
Okay, similar to that little thing that she saw in the museum.
Yeah.
So you got the Star of David.
Okay.
I think that's really kind of pushing it of saying that there's a shape or something, but
Well,
at least you needed that.
especially since it's off the. But there's the words. You can't see in picture. So we have to go look at that text file.
Translate. Open file.
English, French,
Is that, or is it Latin?
maybe Latin, yeah. What does that translate to?
And while in Arcadia,
I
don't know.
don't know. That would have been a good idea to say, I don't know. Because I don't know. I always found this part to be tedious of the game. It's cool. It's definitely different. But it can become pretty tedious if you don't know what you're doing with it. Holly! Come here, handsome boy. He's trying to jump up here. Yes. But you can't get up there with that thing in the way. Or you can. Pretty soon you'll see a tail of a cat coming through here. No. Stand to me. Oh, we're cat infested today.
Catified.
We're catified. Say hi, Ollie. No. Oh, rub my chin, Mel. Yes. Hello, everybody. Oh. Because every cat can't wait to get up here. And then we get them up here and they can't wait to get out.
Wow. Look
Like humans,
at that.
no kisses.
It hits the meridian at exactly the same spot as the sunrise line.
How many cats have you at this time? 4. 2 of our own and 2 that we are house caring for, and this is one of them. This is the only male in the bunch. This is Oliver, and he is the most chilled back. He's 4 years old. He's huge. He's fighting me. But he's big. He's a big one. He wraps around my body and then some. And he's a hope they don't mate unless you want. Nope, they're all fixed. So there is no mating going on here. I highly doubt he'd even know what to do with one if he had the chance.
Oh, life finds a way.
Giggity. But no, he's been fixed since a baby kitten. When she
This
got
bloodline
him,
concept keeps cropping
my
up.
daughter got him.
I wonder if Sydney knows anything about it.
He was already fixed. And the other cat you saw is his sister, his litter mate. So they're brother and sister.
Solomon's first wife was a
And,
pharaoh's daughter.
And
Of
then
course, the
2
pharaoh's
other
bloodline
cats
went
that
into the
are
house of
ours.
David.
Okay.
Now we learn more about Solomon. We've typed it once.
Yeah, but here it's linking about the pharaohs and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
He even married a pharaoh's daughter. Song of Solomon.
Solomon married a pharaoh's daughter.
Ecclesiastes. Yeah, the thing that's interesting about this book is how many different translations of the author, from the teacher, the preacher, the prophet, the philosopher. Some will say it's David or whatever.
Notice the symbol below, though. The 6-pointed star. That's what we were looking up. It's a 6-pointed star.
Yeah.
So I think if you get that on the map, that one will solve this part of the riddle. And it's a seal of Solomon.
Yeah. So if we went back to analyze, so we probably have,
Yeah.
So a new shape.
Now we have we haven't placed a triangle either.
Yeah. So
Can't you place the star now?
I don't think I'm ready for that shape yet.
Okay.
we're not all the way through.
So we're not all the way through that puzzle yet. I think it would be amazing
This
if
riddle is
Ollie and
fascinating.
Chloe could have. She wouldn't let him get 10 feet within her.
Here is the
but
reconstruction
with
to
near
which
her,
so many
though.
noble minds were dedicated. I looked to the Book of the Hermit for reassurance. They must be talking about the book in the 10 Years painting.
Okay, now
in
the
other
Temple of
words, 2
Solomon.
Chronicles 3, which is about the Temple of Solomon. I think I'm supposed to be marking off the walls of a new temple built by heretics.
So is that found in the new church?
No one's in there.
But nobody's seen Wilkes.
No, remember he came back.
Oh
He
yeah,
was
he was
gone,
back
because
and he
remember
came back and we went out with him and he got kind of randy. She took him down to the carpet, literally.
Yeah. He was drunk and getting a little feisty. Those tight black pants.
Well, Gabriel Knight noticed those too.
I don't hear anything.
But the two
No
cats,
one's in there.
the 2 extra cats in Masker that we have, more than likely they will become permanent for at least a while longer. We've had them for almost a year. it sounded to me like she was inside a tunnel.
It's echoing in the bathroom. I can't believe somebody stole my hemorrhoid cream.
Damn cats. Oh, Mike. You told me, man, you like my cats. You said my cats are beautiful. But they're not like animals that, when you want them to come, they come. Or, like dogs.
No one's in
Dogs
there.
will come just about any time you call for them. It's like,
Hey, what you doing?
what you doing? Did you want me? Did you play ball? People have to get to the point where they are, but still, damn them cats. Well, there's hair
Senora
everywhere.
Bukele.
We're
Is
constantly
it just
washing
me,
blankets
or does he
and
seem
things.
particularly out of place here? Must be those black socks.
Yeah. Eventually, we're going to have to kind of just backtrack and see if we can get the recording. And I'm going to guess he's calling the Vatican or something.
We don't have to backtrack.
Senora
and get him
Bukele,
to
good
get the
morning.
recording.
Buongiorno.
Are you enjoying the tour so far?
It is what I expected.
Really? Well, you have quite an imagination then, seeing as how we found 2 dead bodies yesterday.
Those who live by the sword die by the sword. Conspiracy and subterfuge, they carry a penalty. But a young lady such as yourself need not be troubled by such things.
What makes you think those 2 were involved in conspiracy and subterfuge?
They were in Rennes-le-Château and they were murdered. It does not take a genius to make such a leap of intuition.
I don't know what to make of Bukele, and I certainly don't know what to say to him. Funny. I never looked like that when I took dance classes.
Almost.
Hey, Grace, you want to join me?
No, I'm not really hungry.
Coffee? Have a seat.
That's okay. I'm kind of, getting some stuff done this morning.
Are you okay?
Sure.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You, still got my key?
You want it back? 'Cause I...
No, go ahead and keep it, in case you want to get away somewhere private, since you're sharing a room and all.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's almost like they slept together and it was a little awkward.
Can we go rob his room again?
Well, I guess he's not up there. Is there anything in the room you really need?
I don't know.
I'd hate for him to
I don't
find
need to
us
go
in his
back in
room and
there.
get the wrong idea.
I don't need to go back in there.
All right, we're done in Mosley's. And I don't even see the key anymore. Oh, yeah, I guess we do. Okay.
I don't need to go back in there.
So we've got what we need. I mean, that nasty rat's nest. Mosley, she doesn't have any romantic interest in Mosley. I don't think she really even has a romantic interest in Gabriel Knight. Thank God for walkthroughs to help us move through, because I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Either that
It's
or
been 20-some years since Chad played this
yeah,
game.
and there's things I didn't even know when I first played through.
Yeah.
So, and even some things that even with a walkthrough you miss.
That piece of hair was bothering me. Hey, Mike.
Okay, go to Lone Mort. where
Lone
you
Mort.
saw Mosley.
All right. Okay. All right. We'll go use the motorcycle and go to Lone Mort. God knows I wasn't paying it good enough. I think those games would be a bit too cryptic for me. There's a little bit of stuff to definitely. We're definitely solving. Let's see. Hold on. It's this one. We're definitely solving a. What's that says? The Limitage. I don't know. I'll have to go look at the sign. I think it's kind of neat how we were able to go.
The dead man. How pleasant.
Haha, le homme mort. We're able to go to places that are actually real. As far as I'm aware, people actually pilgrimage to Renee Chateau and the area to walk through the path of this video game. So that is kind of cool. And my wish has been to go to Castle Neuschwanstein and do the Gabriel Knight 2 visit to Berlin and the Bavarian all along there. Would be cool. So, and then some people actually pilgrims to Louisiana so that they can go to the sites of the first Gabriel Knight. There's a very big following of people who, you don't want to be at Neuschwanstein? Why? I've been on the outskirts of it. It looked beautiful. There's even a thing where you can spend the night near in or near the castle. I'm not sure, but tell me why, Slayer. Because they're giving a much different opinion of that of Neuschwanstein. For me, for Germany, would be going to Kornwestheim, Ludwigsburg, Stuttgart, where I lived, and show Chad where I lived and ride the U-Bahn and stuff like that. Into the city of Stuttgart, walk around and show him the haunts and things that I did. And then Frankfurt, of course, and Mannheim, I'd show him where we went to the concerts. And definitely to go down to Berlin and to do the Neuschwanstein. It's become overcrowded with tourists to a point where it's become a business, not a cultural lecture anymore. Okay, well, I still want to go there. The thing to me is crowds don't bother me. I make my own kind of, when I lived in Kornwestheim, we would travel down to the train and go down to Stuttgart and go see my son and I we didn't know a lot of people. We didn't have a lot of friends, but we would travel down there and we would go to the castle and we would see all the different artifacts and we would look at the crown of Stuttgart and all that stuff. And so I like that kind of stuff. I'm really love to do that kind of touristy thing. So I was given an opinion about Neuschwanstein that Slayer said it's too overcrowded with tourists to a point where it's become a business and it's not a cultural lecture anymore.
Still definitely like to see it.
Would still like to see it.
Especially after playing Gabriel Knight 2. There's a lot of areas that they go around in Bavaria.
Yeah,
not just Neuschwanstein. There's lots of other smaller items. I think there's even a place where they're in downtown Munich, and they show like a kind of a square or courtyard or something.
Yeah, downtown Munich. I've been to Berlin myself. Yeah, don't let me hold you back.
Yeah.
We're now on a 5-year plan to the next time. We're going to be at 20 to try to get there. Couldn't go we were supposed to go this year, but we bought a home instead. And then COVID happened. Believe me, traveling anywhere was not an option. Oh, look at her. And she's wearing
That's
jeans.
nice. Madeline in a ditch. Couldn't have visualized it better myself.
Same place that Mose was last night.
Oh, yeah. Coincidence?
Having fun?
It's you.
That's what it says on my birth certificate.
Have you seen that pudgy friend of yours lately?
Mosley?
Oui, Monsieur Mosley. He's been a naughty boy.
I've seen him.
Did he happen to look pleased
You hear that,
about
right?
something?
You mean, did he dig up the treasure last night? I doubt it.
It's you.
Put in the mail.
It's you,
excuse me,
Cinemasker.
what was
That's
that?
what they said on my birth certificate.
Why don't you run along? And if you see your friend, tell him I want to speak with him.
Sure. I'll get right on it.
What I don't understand is why is she so snippy with Grace, and why
Competition.
No, it's more than that. It's like, why is she so demanding? If you see your friend Mosley,
Well,
maybe he was supposed to be digging with her. And
maybe they both have.
That's
this-
nice. Madeline. She's getting lots of exercise. I wouldn't want to interrupt.
But that's the thing. I mean, if you see your friend Mosley, tell him I must speak with him. Maybe he was supposed to be helping her dig, but 2 o'clock in the morning, he was digging in her sight.
Yeah.
Now, how she knew it was Mosley unless he left a bunch of shit on the ground.
They were both in that same area, so
it's
and they were both bumped into each other because remember, like doing a little some spying. Gabriel saw them both
together fighting or something.
bumping into each other.
Probably because they're both staked a claim.
Hey, Mose.
Oh, hi. Ready for some breakfast?
No, thanks. Oh, I have a message for you from Madeline. She'd really like to talk to you.
Oh, shit.
See, that's what I mean. The only thing I can think of is that she found out he was digging in her sight.
No, thanks. He'd only ask me to sit down again.
No, it was down.
But those are the triggers that move the game forward. Oh yeah, we haven't saved in a while. Like people want to see the vampire and they want to see the biting, so can we get to that?
I wonder if the children of St. Vincent would be heretics. That could mean either the Cathars or the Templars.
Mike Kate, are you streaming today? That's a good question. Hopefully he's still there to answer it. Let us know, Mike Kate.
I bought it at the museum.
I think
It's
we were talking
Poussin's
about
Les Bergers
playing the
d'Arcady.
ghost game again, and I didn't
Oh,
know
it's
if he was
David
planning on
Teniers' The
streaming that or
Temptation of St.
not.
Anthony. St. Anthony and St. Paul by David Teniers.
St. Paul. Oh, Anthony. You'll have to read it because I cannot.
St. Anthony was born in Italy in the 5th century. His father died while Anthony was young, and he was raised by pious men. First St. Severinus, and then the Bishop of Lorsch in Bavaria. True to his upbringing, Anthony became a monk. He returned to Italy in 488 and joined the cleric Marius in a hermitage. He gained so many disciples that he had to flee in order to find solitude. He went to Lorraines in Gaul and died there after 2 years. Anthony is best known for his miracles and intense spirituality. He is also probably the most famous hermit and has been painted by many of the great masters, particularly lurid paintings show him being tormented by demons in his seclusion.
The temptation of Anthony.
Yeah.
Okay. Read on.
A hermit. How about Henry the Hermit? A hermit or recluse is a person who lives alone, usually in a remote spot. Becoming a hermit or renouncing the world has been odd but respected spiritual choice in many cultures. Although one may be hermit, not be religious, most hermits choose to withdraw from human contact in order to focus all their energy and attention on contemplation of the divine. There have been many hermits in religious traditions of India and of Christianity. Saint
Paul. Okay, so
Okay.
not important.
Okay.
Where's the circle? Where are we at?
Here is the reconstruction to which so many noble minds were dedicated. I look to the Book of the Hermit for reassurance. They must be talking about the book in the 10 years painting. Oh, in other words, 2 Chronicles 3, which is about the Temple of Solomon. I think I'm supposed to be marking off the walls of a new temple built by heretics.
Does that have something to do with the church?
Yeah, Temple of
Because
Solomon.
the church is built like the Temple of Solomon.
Sorry, yeah. Can we get this yet? Nope.
down request and
So you can't get it yet.
Okay. What about the temple diagram?
That's why I clicked on it.
Oh, okay.
The idea of rebuilding the Temple of Solomon has been a stated goal with a full range of interpretation from the spiritual to literal of many ethnic, esoterical, and occult groups throughout the ages. The original Temple of Solomon in Jerusalem had the greatest treasures of the Jews, according to the Ark of the Covenant, tablets of Moses, famous 10-branch golden candelabra, and the sacred records and the writings of the Jewish people.
Can we try to place the star?
Yeah, let's take a look. So something about... Okay. Do a search on St. Vincent and read the article. Next, do a search for the Temple of Solomon. Click on the temple diagram. Learn the site is currently down. Go to Analyze and open up the map file if it isn't already. Go to Enter Points. Spelled point wrong. Place points on both ends of the 4th and 6th lines from the left, and then start analysis.
Place lines. Why would you place lines there?
4th and 6th lines. What does it mean?
Like right across, like a
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
maybe.
Unless they mean the other direction. Let's see. From the left.
He was making breakfast in the massacre, so it could be that he's just working on doing stuff like that. He pops in every once in a while. For this particular puzzles that we're doing, I agree with Claire that this one's a lot more. I will believe I will do so. I'm just not sure what. All good, just curious. Yes, absolutely curious. That's fine.
4,
Good way to reach him.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know if you wanted to stream Phantasmophobia when we get on, or if you were doing something else and then we were just going to play that later, or what your thought was. See, on there, and there, and that's what I thought that meant. One straight line going across the, you know.
Or maybe it's not far down.
Or it's the triangle. I mean, not the I'm sorry, not the triangle, the rectangle that we saw.
Points.
We don't really have a shape for it except for the triangle or the star.
No. Maybe if it's up here. Let's try this one.
It's got to intersect with everything though. So it's not. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be points that actually intersect.
Maybe more like that. Use shape.
I don't think I'm ready for that shape yet.
Maybe it was like...
It matches the shadow on Wilkes' seismic map.
Okay, that was the angle.
So 4 to 4 rectangle.
4 to 1.
Oh, 4 to 1. And there's where it goes. It's got to connect somehow through the sides, though, right?
Yeah, gonna think that.
You know what's weird about it is, what does this have to do with the kidnapped baby? That, I mean, eventually you have to ask yourself that question. Well, it's now more than that, right? It's a murder. See how the points don't quite ticky up on the top there? Can you turn it just a little bit more? Maybe a little more? Because it does need to click into place. When you have it right, it'll say, this is it. This is what you were looking for.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it has to line up with the point, the blue point.
I laid down one rigid arm and the rest scatter around the crown like jewels. Yes! That's it! I'll write down the coordinates for the northeast and southwest arms. Those two lie within the temple walls.
So are we going to find the Temple of Solomon?
There's something under there.
Well, it moved it forward. 10 to, now we're day 3, 10 to 12 to 10 to noon. So it's time for Gabriel to get up. Now he's doing the walk of shame. Holy God, what happened last night?
Oh, so you're up.
Yeah, kinda inevitable.
There's a point where he could have said you were wonderful last
So,
night,
did you have
babe,
breakfast?
And it was amazing.
No, but I think I'll go down.
And he didn't.
I mean, while you shower and all that. I'll just get out of your hair.
Hello?
So.
Hello? Did somebody die?
Hey, Mose.
Yeah, hi. What's up?
Does anyone else hear Twilight Zone music, or is it just me? What's this?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. Where'd you find it?
Our friend Larry Chester buried it last night. Or should I say, Larry Sinclair.
Sinclair, huh? Son of a bitch.
It's about the Stewart bloodline.
Did you read it then?
I just skimmed it. I've been working on the treasure map.
Well, would you mind reading it? I've got to figure out why Sinclair lied and why he felt compelled to play Jolly Roger last night.
Say, I'll read it, you know, if you're busy with the map, that is.
Grace'll do it. Why the hell are you so interested anyway?
Just trying to be helpful. Jeez, fine. I'll just go.
Wait. Grace, I'll grab a shower later, so, you know, the room's all yours.
God! Get a grip, Knight.
Talk about making somebody feel bad that you had
Christ, you
a
retard.
dalliance.
This better not be about what I think it's about.
That's a polite way of saying that, you know.
Shit. I'm going to my room. Come by later if you want to talk about it.
Even Mosley suspects it. You two are acting weird. I know that was the
It's Jean,
unsexiest
the
view of a naked
receptionist.
man I've ever seen.
Whoa, what's going on here?
John Valjean just appeared in the hallway.
Yeah.
I agree, Slayer. It was kind of like, and it was handled badly.
Oh, I tell you, Jean, I feel it. Something is wrong.
Perhaps Monsieur Wilkes spends the night with another guest.
No, I have already cleaned Mademoiselle Butan's room, and where else could he have been? The American girl stays with her boss. As for the Lady Howard and Estelle...
They don't
Enough,
like
Roxanne! Lock the door and touch nothing. We shall see if Monsieur Wilkes returns.
Oui, Jean.
Wilkes is definitely
Oui,
missing.
Monsieur Knight?
I noticed y'all coming in here. Is Mr. Wilkes okay?
Oh, I hope so.
Shh! Everything is fine, Monsieur. Not to worry your head. Roxanne here, she's only a little bit cautious.
Oh, oui. I'm sure everything is fine.
Come. We will leave the room for Monsieur Wilkes' return. Roxanne, back to work. And Monsieur, thank you for the so kindly made offer of assistance.
Hey, no prob.
Door's locked.
It's locked.
You can get in there though, right?
I don't know about now, but
Well, you could get in there before. I feel like they handled that one really badly. Really made it a very an awkward scene. Just
oh.
Gabriel Knight is not ready to settle down and
I
pick
was
a
thinking
woman.
we could get in here eventually.
Excuse
Ooh,
me,
hello,
Roxanne.
Monsieur Knight, do you need something?
Where do I begin?
About Mr. Wilkes, you know something? I've learned to trust a woman's instincts.
You have?
Sure. So, what got you upset this morning?
Oh, monsieur, I am very afraid for Mr. Wilkes. This morning his window, it is wide open, and things in his room, they are not right. Usually, I find his nightclothes on the floor, yes? But this morning, there is no sign of them, and his razor and toothbrush, they have not been used. It is as if he never got up this morning. Yet, he is not there.
Gee, that sounds bad. Why don't you let me take a look?
I don't know.
Roxanne, this could be serious. Mr. Wilkes would want us to make sure he's not in any trouble.
I agree. That is why I go to Jean. But he thinks I have the big, imagination.
Personally, I've learned never to underestimate a woman.
Monsieur. All right, I will show you. Follow me. Please, Monsieur Knight, if Monsieur Wilkes returns, do not tell him I let you in, yes?
I won't. Thanks.
I don't think Mr. Wilkes is coming back.
He died of embarrassment of getting his ass kicked.
Hey, that looks just like the one in our room. There must have been a sale at the
See,
local
there's the
Kmart.
windows wide open.
I
Any
don't see any
fingerprints in the
signs of
window?
forced entry on the window.
Let's try that. I think it's a good idea. I just don't know if it's
Well, ghosts.
gonna do anything.
Ghosts and vampires probably don't leave leave their fingerprints. Something there though.
Nothing.
Just noticing that
It's wide open, all
unlocked.
right. Creepy. It reminds me of my dream.
Maybe it was Wilkes they come and got in his dream. And find the body of him in there.
That's as ugly as the one in our room. That's as ugly. That wouldn't do much good. The door's locked.
Oh, the dumbwaiter was open?
Oh, it was unlocked.
Whose room's
That's
next to his?
Buccelli's door.
Buccelli. Okay.
The platform's downstairs, probably in the kitchen.
Yeah, it wasn't very appealing, was it?
Hopefully he's not down there or something.
Like got thrown down the dumbwaiter?
Yeah.
A woman lounging around. Typical.
Anything in Wilkes's room to indicate something?
If someone did break in here, they apparently had no interest in the hotel stationery.
Maybe he's like
Nothing
pulled out
in
of
there
bed.
but dirty laundry.
No underwear, huh? Nah.
The
nothing.
springs are a bit overworked, but other than that...
Well, we already determined Wilkes is a womanizer of major sorts.
That's his clothes, but where's his equipment?
Maybe he just never came to bed and they let the window open. I wonder if we'll find him at one of the sites, you know, like
Nothing
with
in
his
there
neck
but
gashed
dirty
open,
laundry.
just like the unicorn in his dream. And
No prints.
she also said that he didn't use his toothbrush, he didn't use his razor.
Wilkes's stuff is still here. Wilkes's...
Have we not got a Wilkes's
those
prints?
towels.
I think we do. But...
His Highness's throne. Not